Ladies and gentlemen, today we embark on a profound journey into the heart of Buddhist philosophy. Two of its most intriguing and often misunderstood concepts, karma and reincarnation. Are they truth or are they myth? Do our actions truly shape our future lives, or is this just an age-old belief system created to encourage moral behavior? Let's explore these questions with an open mind. Throughout history, karma and reincarnation have fascinated, inspired, and sometimes confused people. From ancient Buddhist texts to modern-day discussions on spirituality, these ideas have shaped cultures, influenced ethics, and guided millions of lives. But before we draw any conclusions, let's start with the foundations. Understanding karma is a Sanskrit word meaning action or deed. Contrary to popular belief, karma is not some mystical force that rewards or punishes. Instead, it is a natural law of cause and effect, an ethical principle stating that our intentional actions lead to corresponding consequences. The Buddha himself described karma not as fate, but as the direct result of our choices, words, and thoughts. If we plant a seed of kindness, we will experience kindness. If we sow seeds of anger or greed, we may find ourselves surrounded by suffering. However, karma is not immediate. Some effects manifest in this life, while others unfold in future lifetimes. This brings us to the next question. What happens after death? The concept of reincarnation. Reincarnation, or rebirth, is a fundamental aspect of Buddhist thought. Unlike the Western idea of a fixed soul moving from body to body, Buddhism teaches that there is no permanent self, only an ever-changing stream of consciousness. This process is called samsāra, the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, driven by karma. The Buddha explained that our attachments, desires, and past actions determine our next existence. If we cultivate wisdom and compassion, we may be reborn into a more favorable life. If we live selfishly, we may experience suffering in our next incarnation. The ultimate goal, however, is not endless rebirth, but liberation from the cycle nirvana. This idea is fascinating, but it also raises an important question. Can we prove it? Truth or myth? Skeptics argue that there is no scientific proof of reincarnation, and many dismiss it as a myth. However, there are intriguing cases: children who recall past lives, individuals with unexplained memories, and historical accounts that suggest continuity of consciousness. Modern science explores the nature of consciousness, but it has yet to answer what happens after death. Buddhism, however, does not demand blind faith. It encourages personal exploration, meditation, and insight to understand deeper truths about existence. What can we learn? So, is karma and reincarnation truth or myth? Perhaps the answer lies not in absolute proof, but in practical wisdom. Whether or not we believe in past and future lives, the principle of karma teaches us to live responsibly. It reminds us that our actions matter, not just in some distant future, but in the way they shape our own minds and communities today. Instead of worrying about our next life, perhaps we should focus on this life, choosing kindness, integrity, and mindfulness. For in doing so, we create a better world, whether or not we are reborn into it. Thank you.